Good afternoon to you from Australia. It's Trevor Russell here talking about curing your pain. If you haven't seen my videos before, I talk a lot about my journey and experience as a recovering chronic TMS pain sufferer after discovering Dr. John Sarno, and it's been a life-changing journey for me, and I decided a little while back to start doing videos to share what I've learned and tips and tricks, not even tricks, well maybe they're tricks, but simple approaches to help you move through and recover from chronic pain. And I'm talking about chronic pain that can be migraine related, neck related, back related, arm related, shoulder, stomach, leg, lower back, all these pains that we can get that are longer term chronic pain, not short-term niggles of pain. In the words of Sarno, he says everyone deserves a little bit of pain now and then, but I'm talking about this long-term chronic pain that can be mild to severe, that can be here with us for months, if not years. And the reason why, if you don't already know, for this type of pain, after you may have been checked, and even though you might have been diagnosed with a herniated disc or some sort of pressing on nerve or whatever it is, for many people that have a certain personality type, which I'm going to talk to you about in this video, is the personality traits that can that can impact us and be the reason why we can experience chronic pain in the body, and then the things that we can do to help change the way we think about and do life, and even the relationship that we have with our body and brain, to help us break free from this pain cycle that the brain is doing to us. So what I've done for today's video is I've put together a little checklist that if you want to get a copy of, you can email me at info@trevorrussell.com.au and I'll send you a copy of this checklist. And it's going to go through, do you have TMS pain, tension myositis syndrome pain, or as I call it, tension from the mind, pain in the body, and then why does it stay, and then to open the door about what you can do about it to help it disappear and break free from this pain cycle. So let's go and have a look. I'm just going to lower this down here, and I'm just going to share this with you here. Do you have TMS, perceived danger pain? And it's an excerpt from my book, It's Time to Cure Your Neck and Back Pain Forever. It talks about my journey, how I ended a 30+ year battle with lower back pain, neck pain, RSI pain, and some other pains, which I won't go into, but it's in the book. I'm actually rewriting the book at the moment, so if you are interested in a copy of the book, also let me know, and when it's been edited and republished, I'll let you know. It'd be a pleasure to share that with you, and all the good stuff in there to help you also break free from this chronic pain cycle that billions of people apparently are impacted by throughout the world. But for today, let's get into it. Why do you feel pain? There's some information here about Dr. John Sarno and Howard Stern, who discovered Dr. John Sarno after being introduced to him from suffering with years of chronic lower back pain, and he shares his story on this YouTube video if you ever want to check that out. Very, very inspiring, very helpful, very reassuring if you are caught in this deep chronic pain cycle, and to give you hope that there is a way out. And this was a very inspiring video for me on my journey to recover from years of chronic pain. And I don't have any chronic pain now. And if it does come up now and then, I have the tools and awareness to move on, and it dissipates and disappears. And that's what I hope for all of you. Here's a video on Dr. John Sarno talking about TMS. So you can look these up on YouTube. But to get into it today, really quickly, let's have a look at, do you have TMS, perceived danger pain? And this just gives a quick introduction here to what TMS is, and then we've got a list here. Do you have TMS, perceived danger pain? And that actually needs a little bit of editing there, excuse me. Checklist. Have you ever, even after you've been told that there is nothing physically wrong with you, you are still experiencing chronic pain in the body? You've been diagnosed with some type of physical reason for your pain, such as a bulging disc, compressed nerve, poor posture, tight inflexible muscles and tendons. You have had exposure to childhood trauma that could include emotional or physical trauma, and abusive, angry, absent, dysfunctional parents, which can be a big contributing factor to those of us who have grown into adults to suffer with this recurring chronic pain. And the list goes on. Your desire to be a nice person, always putting other people first, always putting yourself down and focusing on what you did badly. The desire to be successful and be seen by others as successful, and believing that this will bring more love and acceptance into your life. You're soldiering on and always being the strong one and never letting anyone you know that you feel scared or you're vulnerable and you need help. And there are other very important points here that I've discovered on my journey from recovering from chronic pain, and the information that I've studied and read, that I've put this list together to help us understand that in addition to whatever treatment you may be getting, physical, medication, that you may want to consider these elements that could be contributing to the reasons why your brain is creating pain in your body. And through this awareness, we can start doing the work to change our perspective, change our beliefs, that can help start to rewire the brain and have it loosen the grip that is causing this chronic pain in the body. Why does the pain stay? A couple of points. You can go through the checklist if you want a copy of it, but just to highlight some of them is believing a well-meaning doctor, surgeon or physician or physical specialist that your pain is being caused by some type of physical condition in the body. Would make sense, right? That if you have a belief, well, someone said to me, I have a compressed disc, or I've got a nerve pressing in my arm that is causing me to feel tingling and my arm's going numb, that it would make sense that you would believe this to be true, and the pain stays, right? Very interesting. Unaddressed, repressed emotions that have been born out of childhood trauma. Believing the pain that is being felt is because of some part of a compressed nerve, as we just talked about. So that belief is in there. So with keeping that belief, it means that the pain can stay. And believing the ongoing pain is a result of an accident that occurred years ago. Oh, well, I had an accident, back in 2005, which is, almost 20 years ago, and you're still feeling pain. My personal experience is the body heals, and people have accidents, they break bones, they twist things, but the body heals and the pain goes. If it stays and there's a belief that it's because of that, well, could make sense that the pain stays because of the belief. You're feeling trapped. There's no way out. And due to a lack of having effective problem-solving skills can mean that the body hangs on to all this tension and pain in the body, and not being able to set boundaries with people, and as a result of insecurities and poor self-esteem. I feel that these reasons here are the reason why the pain stays in the body. And let's face it, look at this. I haven't talked anything about here in relation to treating the pain to be a physical condition or a surgery condition. All of this is very much a mental condition and is still very new to the whole philosophy of managing and breaking free from these recurring pain cycles. So thank you for watching. I'll leave it there for today. If you would like a copy of this checklist, please, you can email me and it'd be a pleasure to send it through to you. And what I'll just close off by saying is that I really get how challenging this can be when you are in chronic pain and you're really struggling to do anything, because let's face it, when we're in pain, it feels like we've got this, ton of bricks sitting on our back, and we've got to carry it around with this everywhere, and it can be very, very debilitating. So I want to say I really respect where you're at, and take a deep breath and really, really acknowledge that if you are still here, even with whatever you're going through, that you can cope, and that if you are willing, which I'm sure you are because you're here watching this video, to consider some alternatives to how you can break free and help your brain to let go and loosen its grip that is causing this pain in the body, as I kind of feel, that as I visualize it being, that you are okay, that you are safe, and to believe that this is something that is being caused by the brain, and by changing how we think about it and what we believe about it, and even how we do life, which is what I talk about in the book and in my videos, the pain starts to loosen up. You start to feel like it's you can cope, and it all of a sudden it's like, wow, it's not as severe. And then as I've gone on my journey, and then as you get to accept that you're going to be okay, and even if you feel it, but you just get on with living and doing, you wake up one day and you think, oh my God, pain's gone. And this is possible. If you haven't already experienced it, I have, and it's a profound experience. I even remember when I had very, very bad lower back pain, and I was really struggling, and I was doing this process, which I say to myself is, let it go, let it flow, it's okay. You can let all of it go, let all of it flow. And I felt my whole lower back just loosen up, and when I felt something that a few minutes earlier felt like something was very compressed and feeling like something was pinching, and then all of a sudden, I really say this honestly with my hand on my heart, this is a true experience some years back, and it just lifted, and it was a deep, very almost euphoric feeling, and the pain dissipated. And that was the day that I truly realized, excuse me, someone's trying to message me, I should have turned my phone off as I digress, excuse me. That was the day that I truly realized that this is a mind-brain induced pain, experience, perception. And through changing my beliefs about it over time, I imagine I rewired my brain, if we talk about neuroplasticity, to believe that this was something that I could break free from. The pain started to go, and that is when things really started to change for me. However, in saying that, wherever you are, I want to send love, and I want to send you words of encouragement. And if you are struggling, if you're willing to do the work in the nicest way with patience and to apply these things, don't think about doing them, applying them. Even if you feel like they're not working, give it time. We're cutting a new neural pathway in our brain. I promise you it's possible. From my experience, unless it is some form of, God forbid, cancer or a tumour or something that is deeply wrong in the body, I would stand to believe, from my experience, most of these long-term chronic pain perceptions in our body is coming from these reasons why we have pain, and the reason it stays is because we haven't attended to these things or changed these things. And the beginning of cure is to go and change these perceptions of what we do and how we do life. And one of the ways to also start feeling better and breaking free from the pain cycle is to tell yourself it's okay. You've got this, it's no big deal. Watch videos like this. Watch Dan's videos, Nicole's videos, Dr. Sarno's videos. There's Alan Gordon's videos, and do these things, and it helps. It does help. And I believe that you can do it. Anyway, enough of me for now. Hope you liked this video and there was some good value in it. Please like, subscribe, tell me your story. Would you like a copy of the checklist? Be a pleasure to email it to you, and we will talk again at some point in the future. Got lots of great information coming your way, but for now, sending love, sending a deep breath. You can do this. I believe in you, and be really kind and gentle to yourself, and be your own best friend. That would be one of my closing, most important tips for today's video. Ciao for now.